our planet is far more than continents and oceans. Hidden across its surface are places so unreal, they challenge everything we believe to be possible. From landscapes shaped by fire and ice to cities carved into stone and silence, these wonders feel less like Earth and more like another world. Some were forged by ancient forces, others shaped by human dreams and legends. In this journey, we won't just see destinations. We will step into the unbelievable. This is Unreal Planet, places that don't seem real. Underwater waterfall, Mauritius. Beneath the turquoise waves of the Indian Ocean, off the coast of Mauritius, there's a sight so mesmerizing, it seems impossible. Just south of Le Morne, Brabant, the ocean appears to plunge into the deep, like a giant waterfall under the sea. But here's the twist. It's not a real waterfall at all. What you're seeing is an incredible optical illusion. This stunning phenomenon happens because of sand and silt being pushed off the shallow coastal shelf by ocean currents, creating a shadow effect that looks like a waterfall cascading into the abyss. It's nature's magic trick, captured perfectly from above, where you can see the blues turn from bright turquoise to deep navy, as if the ocean itself were falling away. Mauritius, a small island born from volcanic activity around 8 million years ago, still holds traces of its fiery origin beneath the waves. The underwater waterfall is a living reminder of that history, a breathtaking illusion sculpted by time, currents, and color. Truly one of Earth's most extraordinary wonders. Danakil Depression, Ethiopia. Beneath the blazing sun of northeastern Ethiopia lies one of the most otherworldly places on Earth, the Danakil Depression. A land where fire, salt, and steam collide in a surreal display of colors and extremes. Sitting more than 100 meters below sea level, it's one of the hottest, driest, and lowest places on the planet, where daytime temperatures often soar beyond 50 degrees Celsius. The ground itself seems alive. Neon yellow sulfur pools bubble beside bright green acid springs, and salt flats stretch endlessly under the burning horizon. But despite its harshness, life persists. Every day, Afar tribesmen walk for miles under the punishing sun, leading long camel caravans to mine the salt, a tradition that's been carried on for centuries. Scientists call the Danakil Depression a gateway to another planet because its landscape mirrors conditions found on Mars. So much so that NASA even studies it to understand extraterrestrial life. It's dangerous, mesmerizing, and hauntingly beautiful. A reminder that even in the most extreme corners of our planet, Earth still knows how to surprise us. Bogdanovich Glacier, Kazakhstan. High in the Tian Shan mountains of Kazakhstan, where the air is thin and time feels still, lies a river of ice that holds the memory of our planet, the Bogdanovich Glacier. This isn't just ice, it's a frozen archive. Spanning over 30 kilometers, this glacier has been slowly carving its path through stone for thousands of years, shaping the land and feeding rivers that sustain life far below. But this ancient giant is now whispering an urgent message. Scientists have observed Bogdanovich retreating at an accelerating pace, losing meters of its mass each year. Yet, even in its quiet retreat, there's breathtaking beauty. Sunlight glows deep within its blue crevasses, and the wind sings across its untouched surface. A reminder of the fragile, powerful beauty that still exists in Earth's wild corners. The Bogdanovich Glacier is more than ice. It's a chronicle of the past, a warning for the future, and a living monument to the power and vulnerability of our natural world. Lençóis Maranhenses, Brazil. Hidden deep in northeastern Brazil lies a place that looks like it belongs on another planet. Lençóis Maranhenses National Park. Stretching over 1,500 square kilometers, this breathtaking wonder is a vast desert. That isn't really a desert at all. Every year, from January to June, heavy rains fill the white sand dunes with crystal-clear lagoons, turning the landscape into a dreamlike mosaic of turquoise and gold. Temperatures here can reach around 35 degrees Celsius, yet freshwater fish somehow appear in these lagoons, carried by underground rivers and bird eggs dropped from the sky. It's a miracle of nature where sand meets water, creating one of Earth's most surreal sights. And when the sun sets over Lençóis Maranhenses, the entire desert shimmers like liquid glass, a silent reminder that Brazil's beauty knows no limits. Darvaza Gas Crater, Turkmenistan. Beneath the vast Karakum Desert of Turkmenistan, there's a place that looks like a doorway to another world. The Darvaza Gas Crater, also known as the door to hell. Burning continuously since 1971, this massive fiery pit stretches nearly 70 meters wide and plunges 30 meters deep. It all began when Soviet geologists accidentally drilled into a natural gas pocket. The ground collapsed, forming the crater. Fearing toxic gas leaks, they set it on fire, expecting it to burn out in a few days, but over 5 decades later, it's still burning. At night, the crater glows like a blazing sun against the dark desert, drawing travelers from around the world, nearly 50,000 visitors every year, to witness this eternal flame that refuses to die. Meeting of Waters, Brazil. In the heart of the Amazon, nature stages one of its most mesmerizing performances, the meeting of the waters. Here, the dark, tea-colored Rio Negro and the pale, sandy Solimoes River flow side by side for over 13 kilometers without mixing. This stunning natural phenomenon occurs because of stark differences in temperature, speed, and density. The slower, warmer Negro moves at just 2 kilometers per hour, while the cooler, faster Solimoes races at 6 kilometers per hour. Their distinct colors create a liquid tapestry, a flowing masterpiece, where two rivers become neighbors without becoming one, defying the very logic of nature itself. Sigiriya, Sri Lanka. High above the jungles of Sri Lanka rises a colossal rock, Sigiriya, often called the Lion Rock. Over 1,500 years ago, King Kashyapa built his royal fortress here, carving palaces, gardens, and even mirror-like walls that still shimmer today. This UNESCO World Heritage Site towers about 200 meters high, offering breathtaking views of the lush plains below. From ancient frescoes of celestial maidens to mysterious lion paws guarding its staircase, Sigiriya isn't just a rock, it's a timeless masterpiece of human ambition and imagination. Lake Baikal, Russia. Beneath the icy heart of Siberia lies one of Earth's greatest wonders, Lake Baikal, the oldest and deepest freshwater lake in the world. Formed around 25 million years ago, it plunges to a jaw-dropping 1,642 meters deep, holding nearly 20% of the planet's unfrozen fresh water, more than all the Great Lakes of North America combined. But Baikal isn't just ancient, it's alive. Over 3,600 species thrive here, most found nowhere else on Earth, including the adorable Baikal seal, the only freshwater seal in the world. In winter, its crystal-clear surface freezes into emerald blue ice, often so transparent you can see meters below. Temperatures can drop to minus 30 degrees Celsius, yet the frozen lake becomes a shimmering highway for vehicles and skaters alike. It's not just a lake, it's a living time capsule. A mirror of Earth's ancient past and a glimpse of its fragile future, sparkling silently under Siberia's endless sky. Caño Cristales, Colombia. Deep in the heart of Colombia, there's a river that seems almost unreal, a living rainbow flowing through the jungle. This is Caño Cristales, often called the River of Five Colors, or even the Liquid Rainbow. For most of the year, it looks like any other river, but from June to November, magic happens. A rare aquatic plant, called Macarinia clavigera, bursts into brilliant shades of red, yellow, green, blue, and pink, painting the water in dazzling swirls of color. Flowing through the Serranía de la Macarena National Park, this 100-kilometer river is so clear that you can see every rock, every ripple, as sunlight dances across the surface. It's not just a sight, it's a feeling, as if nature itself decided to show off its most beautiful secret. This isn't just Colombia's hidden gem, it's one of Earth's most breathtaking natural wonders. Hookah Falls, New Zealand. The roar hits you before you even see it. Hookah Falls, where the mighty Waikato River, New Zealand's longest, squeezes through a narrow volcanic gorge just 15 meters wide and explodes into a foaming electric blue waterfall. Over 220,000 liters of water crash down every single second, enough to fill an Olympic swimming pool in just 11 seconds. Standing here, you don't just see nature's power, you feel it tremble through the ground beneath your feet. Hookah Falls isn't just a waterfall, it's New Zealand's heartbeat made visible. Ha Long Bay, Vietnam. Rising from the emerald waters of the Gulf of Tonkin is a landscape born from the dragon's fire, Ha Long Bay. According to legend, this seascape of 1,600 limestone islands was created by a great dragon that plunged into the ocean, its tail carving these pillars from the earth. But the real magic lies in its geology. These ancient karst formations are over 500 million years old, a living timeline of our planet's history. Hidden within these islands are secret caves, floating villages, and ecosystems found nowhere else on Earth. Ha Long Bay is more than a scenic wonder. It's a mythical realm where ancient legends and geological history collide, creating a seascape that feels truly otherworldly. Trolltunga, Norway. In the wild heart of Norway, a slab of stone stretches fearlessly into the sky. Trolltunga, the troll's tongue. Perched 700 meters above Lake Ringadalsvatnet, this iconic cliff was carved by glaciers over 10,000 years ago, when ice tore through the Hardangervidda Plateau. Today, it's one of the most dramatic viewpoints on Earth, a place where standing at the edge feels like standing at the limit of the world itself. Our planet is filled with places that don't just look unreal. They remind us how fragile and beautiful this world truly is. If these moments moved you, take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Because every click, every share helps us keep exploring the wonders that make Earth so extraordinary. Sphinx, Egypt. Beneath the golden sands of Egypt stands a guardian carved from stone, the Great Sphinx of Giza. Over 4,500 years old, This colossal statue, with a lion's body and a human face, is shrouded in mystery. It stretches 73 meters long and rises 20 meters high, silently watching over the pyramids. No one truly knows whose face it bears, Pharaoh Khafra's, or someone even older. Winds, time, and legend have shaped it, yet the Sphinx remains the eternal symbol of Egypt's enigma and pride. Jigokudani Monkey Park, Japan. In the frozen, steaming valleys of Japan's Nagano region, a surreal sight unfolds. Snow monkeys bathing peacefully in natural hot springs. These Japanese macaques are the only monkeys in the world known to indulge in this behavior. A skill they learned in the 1960s and have passed down through generations. Seeking warmth in the bitterly cold winters, they descend from the steep cliffs to soak in the onsens. Their serene expressions mirroring human relaxation. This unique harmony between wildlife and volcanic activity creates a captivating scene where nature's harshness meets unexpected tranquility. Banjiok Waterfalls, China and Vietnam. Where China and Vietnam meet, the land splits and water takes over. Here, the Banjiok Detian waterfalls thunder down in tiered cascades, stretching over 200 meters wide, making it one of the largest transnational waterfalls in the world. Mist drifts between emerald cliffs. Rice fields shimmer below. And for a moment, it feels like the border between two nations has vanished, replaced only by the heartbeat of nature. Chocolate Hills, Philippines. In the heart of Bohol, Philippines, rise over 1,200 perfectly shaped hills. Stretching as far as the eye can see. During the dry season, their green grass turns chocolate brown, transforming the land into a sea of cocoa-colored mounds. Formed by ancient coral reefs lifted by time and sculpted by rain, the Chocolate Hills are nature's sweetest illusion. A landscape so unreal, it feels like Earth's own fairy tale. Grand Prismatic Spring, USA. In the heart of Yellowstone National Park lies a thermal wonder that seems painted by another world, the Grand Prismatic Spring. This is not just a hot spring. It is the largest in the United States and the third largest on Earth, radiating heat and color across a breathtaking 110-meter expanse. Its vibrant rings of fiery orange, vivid yellow, and deep blue are not from minerals alone, but from millions of heat-loving microbes, each band a different organism thriving in scalding, chemical-rich waters. The Grand Prismatic Spring is more than a natural landmark. It is a living, breathing work of art. A rainbow forged in fire and water, revealing the beautiful, extreme boundaries where life can not only survive, but flourish. Corinth Canal, Greece. Cutting straight through the Isthmus of Corinth, this narrow passage splits mainland Greece from the Peloponnese Peninsula, a man-made scar carved through solid rock. Just 6.4 kilometers long and barely 21 meters wide, the Corinth Canal was completed in 1893, yet feels like an ancient miracle. Sheer limestone walls rise 80 meters high as ships glide through like toys between giants, a masterpiece of human ambition meeting nature's raw power. Monument Valley, USA. This is where the earth meets the sky in a sacred dance of time and stone. Monument Valley's iconic red buttes, some towering over 1,000 feet, have been sculpted by 50 million years of wind and water. This isn't just landscape, it's the soul of the American West. A living canvas of Navajo heritage, where every sunset paints a new story across these ancient sandstone cathedrals. Landwasser Viaduct, Switzerland's soaring 65 meters above the deep alpine gorge, the Landwasser Viaduct is more than a railway bridge. It's a masterpiece of engineering elegance. This single-track marvel, with its 6 limestone arches, has been connecting Switzerland's remote valleys since 1902. Watch as a red train emerges directly from a mountain tunnel onto this breathtaking curve, a perfect moment where human ambition and nature's grandeur meet in perfect harmony. Mount Bromo, Indonesia. In the misty heart of East Java, Mount Bromo rises like a breathing giant. This active volcano, standing 2,329 meters tall, constantly exhales smoke from its vast crater, surrounded by a sea of volcanic sand. At sunrise, when light cuts through the haze, it feels like watching the earth come alive. Whitehaven Beach, Australia. Off the coast of Queensland, where the coral sea glows turquoise, lies one of Earth's most flawless creations, Whitehaven Beach. Stretching for 7 kilometers across Whitsunday Island, its sand is made of 98% pure silica, so fine it squeaks beneath your feet and never gets hot, even under the blazing sun. Here, tides swirl white sand and blue water into shifting patterns, nature's own living artwork. In a world full of noise, Whitehaven Beach is pure silence, painted in blue and white. Kilauea, USA. On the Big Island of Hawaii, the Earth is still being born. At Kilauea, one of the world's most active volcanoes. For centuries, it's reshaped the island, spilling rivers of molten rock that glow like living fire. Its summit crater, Halemaumau, is said to be the home of Pele, the Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes. Here, creation and destruction dance together, where every eruption reminds us that this planet is still alive. Victoria Falls, Zambia and Zimbabwe. On the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe, the mighty Zambezi River plunges into a roaring abyss. This is Victoria Falls, one of the largest waterfalls on Earth. Stretching 1.7 kilometers wide and dropping over 100 meters, it thunders with such force that locals once called it Mosi Watunya, the smoke that thunders. Mist rises hundreds of meters into the sky, forming rainbows that shimmer even at night. Here, water doesn't just fall, it performs, turning raw power into pure beauty. Jellyfish Lake, Palau. Hidden among the islands of Palau lies Jellyfish Lake, a marine world unlike any other. Here, millions of golden jellyfish drift gracefully through crystal water, their sting long lost to evolution. As sunlight filters down, it feels less like swimming and more like floating through a living dream. Petra, Jordan. Hidden deep within the rose-red cliffs of southern Jordan lies Petra, an ancient city carved entirely into stone. Over 2,000 years ago, the Nabateans built this desert masterpiece, shaping temples, tombs, and palaces straight from the sandstone walls. path to Petra winds through the narrow Sick Canyon, opening suddenly to the breathtaking Alcazne, or the Treasury, glowing in golden light. Once a thriving trade hub connecting Arabia, Egypt, and the Mediterranean, Petra now stands silent, a lost city frozen in time, whispering the secrets of civilizations long gone. Zhangjiajie National Park, China. In China's Zhangjiajie National Park, the Earth rises in impossible shapes. Hundreds of sandstone pillars climb straight into the mist, like the remains of an ancient stone forest carved by time itself. These towering spires, some over 1,000 meters high, barely touch the clouds, yet seem to hold them in place. Wind, rain, and millions of years sculpted every ridge, inspiring legends, and even the floating mountains of Avatar. Walking its narrow bridges and glass walkways, you feel the world fall away beneath you. And step into a landscape that looks less like China and more like another planet. Bagan, Myanmar. Across the plains of Myanmar stretches Bagan, an ancient city that seems suspended between Earth and eternity. More than 2,000 temples and stupas rise from the mist, their silhouettes glowing under the first light of dawn. For centuries, kings, monks, and pilgrims shaped this sacred landscape, creating a horizon of endless spires. As hot air balloons glide silently overhead, Bagan transforms into a living tapestry of history and heaven, a place where time itself feels like it stands still. Ijen Crater, Indonesia. High in East Java rises the otherworldly Ijen Crater, a volcanic realm painted in impossible colors. At its heart lies a turquoise acid lake, one of the most acidic bodies of water on Earth, swirling with toxic vapors. Before dawn, blue flames ignite the darkness, sulfur gases burning in brilliant electric fire, a spectacle found almost nowhere else on the planet. As the sun rises, miners descend into the crater, carving sulfur from a landscape that feels more alien than earthly. Mount Fanjing Temple, China. Rising above the clouds of Guizhou, China, the twin temples of Mount Fanjing sit perched on a narrow pillar of rock, known as Red Cloud's Golden Summit. Separated by a deep chasm and linked by a tiny stone bridge, they stand over 2,300 meters above sea level, surrounded by mist and ancient forests. A sacred Buddhist site for centuries, this mountaintop sanctuary feels less like Earth and more like a gateway between worlds. Jewel Changi Airport, Singapore. Inside Singapore's Changi Airport, the world suddenly shifts from travel hub to tropical wonderland. This is Jewel. At its heart stands the HSBC Rain Vortex, the world's tallest indoor waterfall, plunging 40 meters through a glass dome. Surrounded by a lush forest with over 2,000 trees, suspended bridges, and glowing night shows, Jewel feels less like an airport and more like the future of how humans and nature can coexist. The Wave, USA. On the border of Arizona and Utah, nature hides a masterpiece carved into stone, the Wave. Its flowing red and orange stripes are made of 190 million-year-old Navajo sandstone, sculpted by wind into perfect ripples and curves. Only a handful of visitors are allowed each day, protecting this fragile, dreamlike formation. Standing inside the Wave feels like walking through a frozen ocean, a place where time moves in patterns instead of seconds. Lake Natron, Tanzania. In northern Tanzania lies Lake Natron, one of the most lethal lakes on Earth. Its waters can reach 60 degrees Celsius, and their alkalinity is so high they can burn skin on contact. Anything that dies here becomes calcified, preserved like a statue, giving the lake its eerie reputation as a natural petrifier. Yet, in this hostile world, life performs a miracle. Millions of lesser flamingos return every year, nesting safely in waters that would destroy almost anything else. A place where death and life coexist in one surreal red mirror. Allée des Baobabs, Madagascar. A roadway that looks like it cuts through time itself. Here, giant baobabs, some more than 800 years old, rise like ancient guardians, their trunks swollen with thousands of liters of stored water. At sunset, their silhouettes stretch across the red earth, turning the entire landscape into a living painting. It's a place where nature doesn't just grow, it stands tall as history, written in wood and sky. Moai statues, Easter Island. Colossal stone faces rising from a lonely Pacific island, carved nearly 900 years ago by the Rapa Nui people. Each statue, weighing up to 80 tons, was moved without wheels. Its creators walked it across the land using nothing but ropes and human strength. Silent, stoic, and facing inward, guarding a civilization shrouded in mystery. Bear Tree, Dead Sea, Israel. In the middle of the Dead Sea, where nothing should survive, a single white island rises, with a lone bare tree standing on top. Surrounded by the world's saltiest lake, nearly 10 times saltier than the ocean, this little salt formation has become one of Israel's strangest wonders. The tree itself isn't alive. It's placed there by a local artist, fed daily with fresh water. Against a backdrop of still water and endless silence, it feels like a symbol of hope in a place where life isn't meant to exist. Lake Geneva, Switzerland. Cradled between the Alps and French hillsides, Lake Geneva looks more like a painting than a place. Its waters shift from sapphire blue to silver glass, mirroring mountains that seem almost too perfect to be real. Along its shores, medieval castles, quiet vineyards, and storybook towns create a world frozen in elegance. A lake so serene, it feels like time itself pauses to admire it. Horseshoe Bend, USA. Carved by the relentless flow of the Colorado River, this perfect sandstone curve looks like the earth has drawn its own signature. From 300 meters above, the river glows emerald against walls of blazing orange rock. Formed over millions of years, yet revealed in a single, breathtaking glance. Horseshoe Bend is nature's reminder that even stone can learn to bend with time. Koh Phangan, Thailand. Rising from the emerald waters of Phang Bay, this village seems to float between sea and sky. Built entirely on stilts by Indonesian settlers in the 18th century, it survived centuries of tides without ever touching solid ground. Wooden walkways connect homes, markets, and even a school, all drifting above the waves. And hidden at its heart is a full-size floating football field created by local children who refuse to let the sea limit their dreams. Koh Phangan isn't just a village, it's proof that human ingenuity can anchor itself anywhere. Lake Bled, Slovenia. In the heart of the Julian Alps, a lake appears so still it feels almost unreal. At its center rises a tiny island crowned by a solitary church, its bell echoing softly across the water. Surrounding it, emerald forests and ancient cliffs reflect like brushstrokes on a natural canvas. And high above, Bled Castle watches over the scene, 1,000 years of history carved into stone. A place where myth, silence, and breathtaking beauty meet in one timeless frame. Dubai, United Arab Emirates. In the heart of the Arabian desert rises a city that feels almost impossible, Dubai, a place where imagination is turned into skyline. Just decades ago, this was a quiet trading port. Today, it's home to the Burj Khalifa, soaring 828 meters into the sky, the tallest structure ever built by humans. Off the coast lie the Palm Jumeirah Islands, engineered in the shape of a palm tree, visible from space, and protected by a massive crescent-shaped breakwater. Dubai's Burj Al Arab, shaped like a billowing sail, stands on its own artificial island. While the Dubai Mall welcomes millions with its vast aquarium and endless experiences. Yet beyond the glittering towers, the desert still breathes, with golden dunes, Bedouin camps, and star-filled skies, reminding you where it all began. Dubai is not just a city, it's a vision carved from sand, ambition, and the belief that no dream is too big. Leshan Giant Buddha, China. Carved over 1,200 years ago, this colossal statue watches calmly over the meeting of three rivers. At 71 meters tall, it's so massive that ancient engineers designed hidden drainage tunnels inside it, a secret system that has protected the Buddha from erosion for centuries. A silent guardian, sculpted from a mountainside, still standing with timeless serenity. The Eye of the Earth, Croatia. In southern Croatia, the source of the Cetina River appears like something carved by the planet itself, a deep, perfect spring known as the Eye of the Earth. Its waters plunge more than 150 meters into an underwater cave, glowing in shades of emerald, sapphire, and midnight blue. Cold, crystal clear, and almost impossibly still, this natural spring looks like a living eye staring back at the sky. Standing here, you feel the earth watching, ancient, quiet, and undeniably alive. Huacachina, Peru. In the endless sands of the Peruvian desert, a tiny oasis glows like a mirage come to life. Huacachina, a lagoon wrapped in towering golden dunes, so isolated it feels like the last spark of life in a sea of sand. Legend says a grieving princess transformed into this oasis, her spirit still guarding its emerald waters. Today, sandboarders race down dunes hundreds of feet high, chasing adventure in a place born from myth. Neuschwanstein Castle. High above the Bavarian Alps sits Neuschwanstein Castle, the dream built by King Ludwig II in the late 1800s. With its soaring towers, alpine views, and mist-filled valleys, it inspired the iconic Disney castle. Perched on a rugged hill near Hohenschwangau, Neuschwanstein feels less like a fortress and more like a fairy tale carved into the mountains. Mu Cang Chai, Vietnam. Carved into the mountains like giant steps to the sky, these rice terraces form one of Earth's most breathtaking, human-made landscapes. Each curve catches the sunlight differently. At dawn, they shine gold. At dusk, they glow emerald. For centuries, the Hmong people shaped these slopes by hand, creating a living artwork that changes with every season. A masterpiece hidden in the highlands of Vietnam. Matterhorn, Switzerland. Rising like a perfect stone pyramid, the Matterhorn cuts into the sky with impossible symmetry. Its slopes, carved by ancient glaciers, create a silhouette so iconic it feels almost unreal. Winds roar along its ridges, and temperatures can swing from calm to deadly in minutes, yet climbers from around the world still chase its summit. A mountain that is not just seen, but felt. Uluwatu Temple, Indonesia. Perched on a towering cliff above the Indian Ocean, Uluwatu feels less like a temple and more like a gateway between worlds. Built over 1,000 years ago, it guards Bali's southern edge, where winds carry the scent of incense and crashing waves echo below. At sunset, the sky turns gold, and the famous Kikak fire dance transforms the entire cliffside into a living legend. Lofoten Islands, Norway. Far above the Arctic Circle, the Lofoten Islands rise from the Norwegian Sea like a chain of rugged emeralds. Steep mountains plunge straight into turquoise water. Fishing villages glow with red wooden cabins, and winter skies come alive with the northern lights dancing overhead. Despite the harsh latitude, the islands stay surprisingly mild thanks to the Gulf Stream, creating a landscape where Arctic wildness meets gentle coastal beauty. Whether lit by midnight sun or shimmering auroras, Lofoten feels like nature's poetry, carved into stone and sea. Meteora Monasteries, Greece. In the heart of central Greece, stone pillars rise straight from the earth, towering cliffs sculpted over 60 million years. At their summits sit the Meteora Monasteries, built by monks in the 14th century who climbed these rocks seeking silence safety, and heaven itself. Perched more than 400 meters above the valley, the monasteries once could only be reached by ropes and wooden ladders. Today, their frescoes, ancient chambers, and breathtaking views feel like stepping into another era, a world suspended between sky and stone, faith and gravity. Meteora isn't just a place. It's a reminder of how far the human spirit will climb to find peace. The Azores, Portugal. In the heart of the Atlantic, 9 volcanic islands rise like emeralds from the sea. Here, crater lakes glow in shades of sapphire and jade, clouds drift at ground level, and geothermal springs breathe through the earth. Strangest of all, this isolated archipelago sits on 3 tectonic plates, creating a landscape that feels almost otherworldly. Vinicunca, Peru. High in the Andes of Peru, at nearly 5,200 meters above sea level, the Earth suddenly erupts into color. This is Vinicunca, the Rainbow Mountain. Its stripes of red, gold, turquoise, and lavender were painted by nature itself, formed by layers of minerals pushed upward over millions of years. The air is thin, the climb is tough, but when the wind clears the clouds, the entire mountain glows like a natural tapestry spread across the sky. Vinicunca isn't just seen, it's felt in every breath taken above the roof of the world. Crater Lake, USA. In the mountains of Oregon, the Earth holds a lake so blue it feels unreal. Crater Lake, the deepest lake in the United States, at 594 meters. Formed nearly 7,700 years ago after the massive eruption and collapse of Mount Mazama, its waters come only from snow and rain, making it one of the clearest lakes on the planet. In the center rises Wizard Island, a cinder cone left from later eruptions, standing like a volcano inside a volcano. On calm days, the surface reflects the cliffs like a mirror, turning Crater Lake into a window straight into the heart of Earth's ancient fire. Iguazu Falls, Argentina and Brazil, where 2 nations meet, nature unleashes one of its greatest masterpieces. Iguazu isn't just a waterfall, it's 275 cascades, thundering together in a semicircle of mist and light. At its heart stands the Devil's Throat, a U-shaped abyss so powerful that its roar can be heard from kilometers away. Here, water doesn't simply fall. It roars, rises, and breathes, creating a world that feels almost supernatural. Phi Phi, Thailand. Rising from the Andaman Sea like emerald shards, the Phi Phi Islands feel almost prehistoric. Towering limestone cliffs guard hidden lagoons, where the water glows in shades of turquoise, so clear it seems illuminated from below. Once a quiet fishing community, these islands transformed after travelers discovered their surreal beauty. Yet despite their fame, Phi Phi's true magic appears at sunrise, when the cliffs turn golden and the sea becomes a shimmering mirror of light. Dedvle, Namibia. In the heart of the Namib Desert lies a place frozen in time. Trees that died 900 years ago, yet still stand untouched. Surrounded by towering red dunes and a clay-white basin, Dedvle feels like a forgotten world. Here, silence is absolute, and the landscape looks less like Earth and more like a painting left under an eternal sun. Drina River House, Serbia. In the middle of the Drina River stands a tiny wooden house balanced on a lone rock. Built by local teenagers in 1968, it has survived storms, floods, and the relentless current. Against all odds, this fragile refuge remains, an almost impossible structure defying nature itself. Pamukkale, Turkey. From the heart of Anatolia, white terraces cascade down the mountainside like frozen waterfalls. Formed by mineral-rich thermal waters, each pool solidifies time into stone. For over 2,000 years, empires bathed here, believing these waters could heal the body. Even today, the Cotton Castle still glows under the sun, like a natural monument sculpted by Earth itself. Valle de la Luna, Chile. In the heart of the Atacama Desert lies a landscape so surreal it mirrors another world. Wind and time have sculpted ridges, dunes, and salt-covered plains into a true lunar panorama. So otherworldly, NASA once tested Mars rovers here, on Earth's closest match to another planet. Bay of Kotor, Montenegro. Along the rugged coast of Montenegro, the Bay of Kotor cuts deep into the mountains, like a hidden fjord of the Adriatic. Surrounded by steep limestone cliffs, medieval towns like Kotor and Perast sit along its calm, mirror-like waters, some unchanged for centuries. With ancient fortresses climbing the hillsides and mist drifting between peaks, the bay feels timeless, a place where history, sea, and mountains move as one. Sanctuary of Madonna della Corona, Italy. Clinging to a sheer cliff, 770 meters above the Adige Valley, the Sanctuary of Madonna della Corona looks almost suspended between earth and sky. Built in the 16th century, this hidden pilgrimage site is carved directly into the rock, reached by a narrow path that winds up the mountain. Surrounded by silence, mist, and towering stone walls, the sanctuary feels like a place touched by something greater, a refuge for the soul, floating above the world. Bryce Canyon National Park, USA. In southern Utah, the land erupts into a forest of stone towers. This is Bryce Canyon National Park, home to the largest collection of hoodoos on Earth. These fiery red and orange spires were carved over millions of years by frost, rain, and time, rising as high as 60 meters above the canyon floor. At sunrise, the entire amphitheater glows like it's lit from within, shadows stretching between thousands of ancient pillars. Bryce Canyon isn't a canyon at all. It's a natural cathedral, sculpted by the planet's slow, patient hands. The Trulli of Alberobello, Italy. A town where time seems to fold into itself, and every street is lined with ancient stone huts crowned by perfect conical roofs. These are the Trulli, built without mortar, stacked with precision, and designed to stand for centuries. Their whitewashed walls and grey limestone domes create a landscape that feels almost mythical, as if lifted from a forgotten fairy tale. In Alberobello, simplicity becomes beauty, and architecture becomes a whisper from the past. Studlagill Canyon, Iceland. Hidden in the wild east of Iceland, Studlagill Canyon reveals one of the largest and most perfect basalt formations on Earth. Its towering hexagonal columns rise like frozen waves, carved by ancient volcanic forces and later exposed when the Jukla River changed its course. In summer, the water turns a surreal shade of turquoise, flowing between dark geometric cliffs, creating a landscape that feels carved by both fire and dream. White and Black Desert, Egypt. Deep in Egypt's western desert, two worlds collide, the White Desert and the Black Desert, landscapes that look like they belong to different planets. The White Desert glows with chalk formations sculpted by wind into strange shapes, mushrooms, towers, even frozen waves. Just miles away, the Black Desert rises with dark volcanic hills, their sands sprinkled with ancient basalt. Side by side, they transform the Sahara into a gallery of nature's strangest contrasts, a desert painted in opposite colors. Great Blue Hole, Belize. In the heart of the Caribbean, a perfect dark circle opens inside a sea of turquoise. This massive marine sinkhole descends over 120 meters into the earth, hiding ancient stalactites formed when it was once a dry cave during the Ice Age. From the sky, it looks unreal. From below, it feels endless. Sequoia National Park, United States. In the mountains of California, a forest rises into the sky. Sequoia National Park, home to the largest trees on Earth. Here stands the legendary General Sherman tree, soaring 83 meters high and weighing over 1,900 tons, older than most civilizations. Walking among these giants, some more than 2,000 years old, feels like stepping into nature's own cathedral, where the air is silent, the light golden, and time moves with the heartbeat of the earth. Nusa Penida, Indonesia. Off the coast of Bali, towering cliffs plunge into electric blue waters. Here lies Broken Beach, a collapsed sea cave forming a perfect circular gateway to the ocean. Waves rush in through the natural arch, swirling endlessly inside the rocky ring. From above, it looks like the earth itself has opened a secret window to the sea. Hagia Sophia, Turkey. For over 1,500 years, this colossal monument has watched empires rise and fall. Built first as a church, then a mosque, later a museum, and again a mosque. Its identity changed, but its soul remained eternal. Its massive dome seems to float without support, defying ancient engineering limits. Here, stone whispers, the story of civilizations. Benagil Cave, Portugal. Along the golden cliffs of the Algarve coast, the sea has carved one of Portugal's most magical places, the Benagil Cave. Its vast dome opens to the sky through a natural skylight. Pouring sunlight onto the turquoise water below. Formed over thousands of years by relentless Atlantic waves, this hidden cathedral of stone can only be reached by boat or kayak. Inside, with echoing tides and glowing light, Benagil feels less like a cave and more like nature's secret temple. Skeleton Coast, Namibia. Along Africa's Atlantic edge lies a shoreline where desert meets deathly cold seas. Shrouded in fog, this coast is littered with shipwrecks, claimed by shifting sands and violent currents. Whale bones once lined these shores, giving it its haunting name, a place so hostile, even the ocean fears to linger. Antarctica. The coldest, driest, and windiest place on Earth, yet it holds 70% of the planet's fresh water, locked in ice. Temperatures here can plunge below -80 degrees Celsius, cold enough to freeze breath mid-air. No country owns this frozen continent. Only scientists dare to live here. Beneath its ice, hidden lakes exist in total darkness, untouched for millions of years. Raja Ampat, Indonesia. Off the coast of West Papua, the islands of Raja Ampat rise from crystal clear water so bright it feels unreal. These reefs hold some of the highest marine biodiversity on the planet, home to over 500 coral species and thousands of fish glowing like underwater stars. With limestone islands, turquoise lagoons, and untouched beaches, Raja Ampat isn't just a destination. It's one of Earth's last true paradises. Taj Mahal, India. Rising from the banks of the Yamuna River, this marble masterpiece was built as a symbol of undying love. Emperor Shah Jahan spent over 20 years and thousands of artisans to honor his late queen, Mumtaz Mahal. Its white marble changes color with the sky. Soft pink at dawn, golden at sunset. But few know, this monument was once planned to have a black marble twin across the river, never completed. Knik Glacier, Alaska. In the wild heart of Alaska, the Knik Glacier stretches more than 40 kilometers, a frozen river of ancient blue ice. Its towering walls crack and thunder as new icebergs break into the shimmering Knik River, creating a landscape that's always shifting. Raw, untamed, and ever-moving, Knik Glacier is Alaska's reminder that ice is not still, it's alive. Cologne Cathedral, Germany. Rising above the Rhine River, this Gothic giant took over 600 years to complete. Its twin spires pierce the sky at 157 meters, making it one of the tallest churches on Earth. Astonishingly, it survived World War bombings, while the entire city collapsed around it. A masterpiece that defied time, war, and destruction. Göbekli Tepe, Turkey. Hidden beneath Anatolia's hills lies the oldest known temple on Earth, built over 11,500 years ago. It existed before agriculture, before cities, before writing itself. Massive stone pillars carved with animals stand as silent witnesses to an unknown civilization. A site so ancient, it rewrites the story of human history. Preikestolen, Norway. A perfectly flat rock rises 604 meters above the Lysefjord, hanging between earth and sky. Carved by ancient glaciers during the last ice age, it stands frozen in time. No fences, no barriers, only open air below. One step forward delivers pure vertigo, a cliff where courage meets the clouds. Yosemite National Park, United States. Towering granite walls rise like natural fortresses, carved by ice over millions of years. Here stands El Capitan, a single rock face taller than most skyscrapers. Waterfalls plunge from silent heights, sometimes flowing with fire at sunset. a cathedral not built by hands, but by time itself. Masai Mara, Kenya. An endless golden savanna where the earth still moves in living rivers. Every year, over 2 million wildebeest and zebras thunder across these plains in the greatest migration on the planet. Predators wait, dust rises. Survival is the only law. Here, nature performs its wildest spectacle in real time. Cheongsan Ilchulbong, South Korea. Off the coast of Jeju Island, a volcanic crown rises straight from the sea. Cheongsan Ilchulbong, the legendary Sunrise Peak. Formed over 100,000 years ago by underwater eruptions, its crater is surrounded by 99 jagged cliffs, glowing gold at dawn. From its summit, waves crash below, and Jeju's green fields stretch to the horizon. Here, every sunrise doesn't just begin a day, it feels like the world is being born again. Arches National Park, United States. In the heart of Utah's Red Desert, the wind and sand have sculpted a masterpiece, Arches National Park. Here, more than 2,000 natural sandstone arches rise from the earth, each one shaped over millions of years by erosion and time. The most famous delicate arch stands like a gateway to another world, glowing gold at sunset. With fiery canyons, endless stars, and landscapes that feel almost alien, Arches isn't just a park, it's the desert's grand cathedral of stone and silence. Brøndby Garden City, Denmark. Just outside Copenhagen, a neighborhood appears like a pattern drawn from the sky. Brøndby Garden City, famous for its perfect circular gardens. Designed in 1964, each ring-shaped cluster surrounds a shared green space, creating a community built around sunlight, nature, and social connection. From above, the circles look like living art, a blend of urban design and harmony that could only come from Denmark. Here, neighborhoods aren't just built, they're grown. And so, our journey across the unreal edges of Earth comes to an end. From lands shaped by fire and time to wonders crafted by nature and human imagination. These places remind us that our planet still holds countless secrets waiting to be discovered. If this journey amazed you, let your support keep this adventure alive. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us as we continue exploring the unbelievable corners of our world.